What's up everyone, welcome back. Today we're talking about tackle organization. I have 5 items down here I'm going to show you that really make my life easier, that keep things organized, really smart ideas. I'll talk about them right now. Thanks everyone for watching. As you know, we are always talking about tackle, but you need somewhere to put that tackle. You know, we all have tons of tackle, you know. It's part of the fun. I mean, honestly, it's great collecting tackle and then organizing it, putting it together. And I'm gonna show you a few different products that I use for tackle, line, things like that, that I really like. I've mentioned some of these in different videos before, but there's a few new ones that I'm gonna throw in here. So we'll just jump right into it. I mean, one thing that I really love is putting my bags of plastics inside of a bag. These are from Evolution Outdoors. These are the bass sacks. They come in different sizes. You know, they have some really good options. You know, there's actually 3 sizes. There's a bigger one as well. So these are really heavy duty. You know, I have tons of different ones. I have, you know, the ones that they give you for free when you order, you know, from Tackle Warehouse. Sometimes they have promotions, but they're just not as sturdy as these. This is a lot thicker plastic. Really heavy duty zipper, really nice quality. You know, the other ones are really a step up from just a gallon Ziploc, but these are even better. You know, they do cost more, but they're very durable. One thing I'll tell you about these too is I was back in Washington State last fall and I had a bunch of tackle back there and I had all these crankbaits and I just threw them in one of these, you know, a bunch of 10XDs, and it did not puncture. I just threw it inside of my suitcase. I wouldn't recommend that, but that really just told me that they're very durable and hook resistant. I wouldn't say they're hook proof, but you could put hooks in there. But really the intended use and what I use them for is just throwing plastics in there. So these are the bass sacks, really good product. The other one, I just got this recently. This is from NACO, but a lot of different companies make similar binders like this. I know Spro makes one, Ryugi makes one, but no matter which one you get, they are a very handy way. It's like a little wallet for your hooks. So you can actually slide your hook packs in there. You can keep the packs or the hooks in the pack, which is a great idea because, you know, you're always wondering if, you know, what size they are, you know, is it a 1/0, is it 2/0? You know, you could kind of tell, but there's no doubt about it. And it also keeps them protected so they're not banging up against each other. You know, I'm as guilty as everyone as just having a big box with hooks, but you know, think about it bouncing around, those hooks hitting each other, metal to metal, you're gonna do some damage. So this is a smart idea to just kind of have everything in one place. It's just like a little filing cabinet. And it works with pretty much all the hook brands. You see I got some Zappu, Ryugi, got some Owners, I got Gamakatsu in there somewhere. It will not hold certain hooks like BKK. They're a little bit too big of a package, unfortunately. I love their hooks. VMC is another one that just won't fit because a lot of times they come in just a different kind of packaging. A lot of the Mustad hooks now are coming in that, you know, the cardboard. They're trying to reduce plastic, which is a great idea, but they won't fit in here as easily as these. But for the most part, it's a great idea that will fit most all hooks. So there's a bunch of different options. Like I said, Spro makes one. I haven't tried it, but this one does the trick from NACO. Got something else from Evolution, these bait bags. There's 2 sizes of these. I've talked about these in different videos, but these are for your big baits. And you'll see this nice compact package, but then you roll it out and there you go. You got a bunch of hard baits in there that keeps them nice and neat. You know, I got expensive depths in there. I got stuff from Buka, KGB. So these are not cheap baits. The Arma Joint, and then a couple JDMs right there, like the Fat Lab and some other ones there too. But then you just roll them up like that, keeps them all together. And this fits really nicely into a boat. I actually hang it up on pegs if I'm not really planning on throwing big baits or it's not the right season. I got some pegs over there that I just hang these up on. It's a great idea to protect those big baits, keep them all in one place. Next one is a tackle box from Plano. This is the Edge series. I've talked about these again in other videos. They have tons of different models. You know, they're really heavy duty, well built. I don't like a lot of the models, honestly. Like there's some that just don't fit for what I like to do. I have all of them. You know, I went to a writer's event years ago and they gave me one of every single box. Some of them I just don't even use. They're just collecting dust. But this one, the jig and bladed jig box, I have several of these because they're so good. They keep the baits really organized. It's really just easy to get. You know, that's another great thing is you can get them really easily. You can fit tons of bladed jigs or just standard jigs in there. I have one for all my flipping jigs. I have one for swim jigs. I have this one for my bladed jigs. So this is the box out of there. I like the terminal box as well, but this is the best one in my opinion. And you can see you can write right there, chatter. That's what's on there. And then last thing, this is made by Seaguar. This is a line bag, a leader feeder is what they call it. So you actually put your spools of line in there, which is a great idea. You can fit the 200-yard spools or the 200 meters. You just really any standard size spool will fit in here. Right now I just have 4 in there because I don't know what I was doing, but I must have taken a couple out to spool up, but it actually will fit 6 of them. And then you can actually spool directly from here. You put your line through, and then you can actually spool a reel from this. It has the right tension, everything else. This is also nice and compact. There's actually 3 sizes of this as well, but this is the bigger size. But I really like it. Keeps everything in one place. It's really handy. I have a little day box in my boat where, I just keep odds and ends, things like super glue and stuff like that, but this fits in there perfectly. I got my sunscreen in there, but just stuff that I'm gonna need right away, not gonna have to dig for it. This fits in there perfectly, and it's great for spooling your line and keeping it all in one place. So that's 5 things that I use. I really like them. So let me know if there's any products out there that really make your life easier. I'm a tackle nerd. I'm always looking for terminal tackle accessories or just accessories to keep my stuff organized. Thanks for watching.